Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another skyblock video. And yeah, I don't really know, I haven't uploaded in a while, but we'll get back to that in a minute because this is a skyblock video and skyblock videos need to go straight to the point. Well, usually at least. Anyways, that's besides the point because today we'll be talking about why skyblock is it's got a dry taste. It's not, it's a bit repetitive, it's boring, and I'm not just gonna hate on the game without proof, and I don't hate the game because I still play it, but it could be a lot better. It has a lot of potential, and I've asked several of my friends who kind of like me don't play skyblock much, where they just kind of, if there's like a new talisman family or something that's quite cheap, they'll buy it. And make it like the best reforge, which right now I actually have shaded on all of my talismans. So as I'm here in lobby 1, and I'm just gonna run around and tell some things about the game that I think are quite bad and what to do that could be better. So obviously skyblock is very repetitive and gets dry after doing it for quite a while. So, usually when you log in, you go to the hub, you see some random nons trying to scam each other, like always, people trying to shove each other up. Go to your bazaar, claim if you have anything there, I actually have quite a lot. And then you go to your auction, claim if you have anything there, collect your minions, and then maybe do your daily task in a dwarven mine if you mine, even though I don't, even though I'm mining 44. But then, that's not the point, because skyblock is just like a clicker game, but it's not really a clicker game, you know what I mean? It's just one of those repetitive idle games, and that's about it. So anyways, let me just G-toggle here real quick, because they're probably going to be shouting why they're getting kicked. They're probably just inactive, but still, what would be really good that would make, skyblock not boring, and a lot of people have been saying this, including my friends and everyone and the community, is to have daily challenges. At the moment we only have the Dwarven Mine daily challenges, but that's just mining. Like, there's a lot of aspects in this game, such as economy, inflation, farming, foraging, fishing, and just to have mining, bro. And if it's something like a 500 mithril quest, you're gonna spend a couple hours on that. I mean, it should be something like, I mean, right now, minions are just most people just still use, snow minions. So if I go to my island here, I'll show you that I have, let me see here. Got a lot of minions. I have 28 minion slots, and they're all snow minion tier 11. With the gingerbread crack minions, but that's because they make the most money, and there's everyone's doing that. So how about the forgotten minions, like the coal minion, the iron minion, the forgotten minions? Well, make it so maybe you have to collect maybe you have to collect 10 stacks of enchanted coal a day, or collect 1 enchanted diamond block a day. That's diamond spreading, so that probably wouldn't be good. But you get the gist of it, don't you? Just add collection challenges, because collections are really useless. That's just one idea, though. You can also do things such as do 5 Revenant Horror Tier 4 quests, or something like that, and you can scale it off something well, at the moment, something like alchemy needs a huge buff because it's literally useless. Literally. It needs to be something like the enchanting update for that, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. But something that will make useless aspects of the game useful in every time. It won't just go off after a couple weeks. It needs to be useful 24/7 all of the time, and it'll be a good bonus. So let's say the challenge was to click 10,000 enchantment coal. Now, not 10,000, I'm such an idiot, I mean 10 stacks, okay? Listen, obviously bazaar wouldn't work, and then you would have to you'll probably just have it, or get a certain coal collection, get 10,000 coal or something, which would be obviously really hard mining it, because Dwarven mines would be so much better. But the perks should be something like what's it? Well, anything really. Maybe something relative, so it's mining, you get like 10% mining speed buff for the next 24 hours, or something like that, you know? Not like coins, because, you know, that's just coins, and that would bring a lot of coins into the economy, and that's not good. Or you can just do something simple as, like, you know, let's see, we do our coal thing again. You get, let me think. Your magic find, you get like, what's it, 50% more magic find for the next 24 hours or something. For like, I think for like a day is good enough. Presuming you're doing a daily quest, there's always something new for the challenges to get. Which would be a pretty good aspect, because collection would be good. And if it scales with collection, so let's say you're coal level 1 in the collection. So that means you've only unlocked the coal minion. It would only be like, collect 200 coal, or something like that. And the rewards would be very mild, like maybe 1000 mining XP. And you know, early game, that wouldn't be bad. But you know, if that was for everyone, that would be pretty bad. So let's say someone was like, I don't know, cobblestone level 10. So they have everything. And even beyond that, it still scales with collection. So let's see, like me, I have 2 million cobblestone collection. I'll get high challenges with high rewards. And it'll scale every 100,000th or something for late game or end game. So that would be like, if I had that 2 million, the game would think I'm good at collecting cobblestone. So they're going to say, let's challenge that. And then they'll just simply do something like, ooh, what's it? Get like 100,000 cobblestone in one day, and it resets every 24 hours, obviously. And you might get like a ton of those. You might get like 3 in like one batch. And if you know, Hypixel wants that $1, they can make it one challenge every like day, and you're only limited to 1. If you're no rank at all, so like not VIP, etc. And if you're VIP or above, then you have 3 challenges that you could do every day. And if you're like MVP plus, you could do 5 every single day. And you know, Hypixel are gonna make that $1, but they wouldn't actually inflate the economy, because it wouldn't be coins, like I said earlier. It would be something like just 50% magic find, or something relatable like mining XP, but you know, that could be any minion. But still, you get the gist of it. Hey, that's just one idea though. I have a lot of other ideas here. This one's pretty wild, and I haven't really heard many people ask about it, but we can use an example that's already on Hypixel. So I'm talking about the pit, but in Hypixel Skyblock. That's not the pit. Okay, you get the point. Basically, the pit is like Skyblock, but it's PvP, all PvP. But the thing that relates to this is there's another like server that's exactly the same like this, has the same code, but it's sandbox. And Skyblock is only fun, in my opinion, and to my friends, is once you have big numbers and lots of coins and lots of items to test, instead of the limited usual route of like, if you're a mage you get storm set and every other set is bad. Or it might be a tiering system, but you know, that's a whole video of its own that I came up with. That might be released in a couple of weeks actually, because I've actually already recorded that, funny enough. Anyway, that's still beside the point, because if there's like, you know, if you're a mage, you have storm set, and every other set is bad to mage, because it just is. Berserker, you have to use, I don't even know Berserker set, but Necron probably or something. I don't play dungeons, okay man, listen. Let me just beat up this kid real quick. But you get the gist of it, like I said earlier. You get the gist of it. We need just a sandbox mode, but this would mean that there would be no like content for YouTubers, unless there could be like a damage leaderboard. And that damage leaderboard would be like, you know, a way to impress everyone and girls and everything. I know, girls. And then you could just impress everyone with your highest damage, which would be the highest builds. Obviously, you'd start out, but it would be sandbox, so you just go to some OP merchant. And you know, there's already an example of this. It's not like currently the server is down, but on Skyblock, the admins used to have a server called Alpha, which used to be a way to test dungeons before they break the entire server on the main server. So that's why they had it. They don't have it anymore, and I don't think they'll ever reopen it, to be honest. It was really good because it was just sandbox. You could have trillions of coins, and you could get any damage set possible. So you know how to use your money wisely. And yes, this would put like 1 million YouTubers out of content, but they could still make different content and different builds, and there would obviously be a real skyblock and a sandbox. Sandbox would be a completely different mode, maybe even completely different server altogether, and it'll be separate to skyblock. And there could be like an actual suggestions box where the admins would read them every now and again, because the forums don't seem to be like that anymore. But you get the point. So that's my little rant about sandbox, and I get why the admins aren't actually doing that, but you know what I mean. Anyways, moving on. So we have mining update was quite recent, enchanted update was kinda recent, community sounds kinda not really recent, and for God's sake, they need to get tier 5 revenants in here. Oh my god. And like I said with that scaling system, dude, they need it. Need it. So, next is foraging, okay? A lot of people still forage, and honestly, I do not know why, other than foraging XP. And it would be just like mining. It would just be like a mining update. It would just be, it would just be new woods, custom woods, like Mithril. It would be something like, I don't know. Oh, there's a couple mods like Allspawn or Twilight Forest. If you guys, if any of you OGs know those mods, they actually introduce like a lot of custom things, like custom woods, custom harvesting methods, and stuff like that. And hopefully they don't mess up with a tree capitator if they do it, because the stonk is useless, and so is mineral armor. Like, there is no use for these items in the game at all. Like, why would you get this? This is awful. But still, you get the point. Like, mineral armor, let me see, it's probably like 50k per now. 74k. And that used to be 500k, believe it or not. If you guys played Skyblock, probably like, I don't know, like before Christmas, you'd know that. But still, new players every day. And early game is the only place where it's kind of fun, because there is so much to do. What's your early game? And it's quick progression. Obviously, daily challenges would also boost the late game players because it would scale. But foraging, let me do /warp park or something. I don't think I have like some poor. So you can see, quite poor right now. Only 64 million coins, and that wasn't a flex actually. I'm quite poor generally. I still have like what's it, 50 mil in like enchanted diamond blocks on my chest somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the cab because this server's almost full. And if I run around here, this might be a bad example. You can see there's a kid there. Little kid there, and he's been foraging. I'm gonna ask him, actually. El Costo. Yep. Let's see how long he's been foraging for. And if he doesn't, well, I'm just gonna talk in the meantime. Lol. But still, there's people who still mine to this day wood. Like, Dark Oak is so 2020. We need a new wood. Right, not just one, we need a lot of new wood. And I don't think he's gonna answer me because he's a non. And also, the cookie button's quite, you know, interesting, because it's actually like a different concept as well. And also, we need to buff this. We don't need to buff it, but we need a new person like this, because we need Skyblock players to rage. So yeah, They're looking at me weird. They probably know what's up. Anyway, we need a new ego to skyblock that does not music, but something. We have a race. We have 2 races actually. One in the Jerry Island and one in the foraging. We only have one like is it song girl or something? We need a new one, okay? Not to be sexist, but we need a man, okay? But you get the point. Foraging, there needs to be foraging speed. There's already foraging fortune, but I think it's kind of bugged right now. And yeah, the game is kind of trash when it comes to foraging and anything to do with the foraging island. Like, I can't even remember the old foraging island. It was so old. I literally cannot remember it. And there are glitched fairy souls still, funny enough. So, what's it? I swear, like, if Mind Tricks and Shotguns had a baby, it would make a demon. And if they made an update, it would be the farming nerf. And that's a completely different story. Kind of. The farming nerf, as most of you probably heard who farms. This is why I don't do farming personally. Like, farming 20, I'm really trash at it, actually. They need to not nerf farming, they need to buff it again. Like, people spent millions of coins. The building was quite cheap at the farm, but very time consuming. And then millions of coins just to buy the items. And it takes weeks, not weeks, but probably a couple days to get the money back and time back. Like, farming isn't even at its, like, peak yet. And it never really was, because there's still new items every day. Once people get their collections up and farming skill up. Like, not a lot of people are level 60 and 50 farming, dude. And yet, they nerfed it. But I don't really know if it was on purpose or not. But they also nerfed a couple crops, which makes it even worse. And now, you don't really hear anyone farming anymore. There's still people who are like level 50 and 60 who farm and still make like 4 million coins an hour. But let's say it was like me and I wanted to get into farming. I wouldn't see a point. There's not enough profit anymore in order to do that. So I think a solution to this, just revert it. Like, maybe the crops could be a little deflated, because inflation's a whole new topic, which will be in another video, I think. But a lot of people have been discouraged to farm, and it's a completely unique aspect of the game. I haven't seen many servers do this, because most of the time farming would be on islands, but it's actually your private island. So they should do more things like this, maybe even fishing. Like, fishing could be, like, if you have a dolphin pet for fishing, then you need to be in public islands. So what if there was something that wasn't a dolphin pet, maybe like a shark pet? I know there's a megalodon. And that would be like, when you're solo and nowhere near anyone, it would give boosts then. So it would be counteractive. And then it will just be up to personal preference and obviously multiple choice. So it makes the game more fun, because, you know, more numbers, more pet score, more magic find, funny, monkey. Talking about the monkey pet, I think it also gives foraging fortune instead of just percent. And foraging, any fortune is bugged, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend mining, farming, or foraging right now, especially farming, because the whole thing's up in the air. Literally, like this is up in the air. I don't know how gravity works, but I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. Kidding, I know how gravity works. Anyways, moving on. That was literally, that's it. Like, that's the main aspects of the game. This isn't like a content update, because everyone's done those, and the admins have done nothing or said plans, because, you know, you can't just code something in a matter of weeks. Unless you have 60 developers, like the admins said they do. Which I don't actually believe them, to be honest. I mean, it seems like they have 2, literally. It seems like they have 2 at least. I know they don't. It seems like just Doctor and Mini Clone, and that's all that it seems to be. And of course, I'm joking here, but still. I mean, farming. I mean, I'm not the best farmer at all. Like, I'm actually really, really trash at farming. I find it really boring. It's the most repetitive thing in the world, dude. But you get the point. If I go back to Skyblock Lobby 1, people are going to be begging and just scamming, and we need to put an end to this. Like, if we do something like, was it that sandbox thing I said earlier? It still could be, what's it? We could teach players what items are good before they get scammed. I mean, I know majority of players are 9-year-olds. I'm being very hypocritical because I am 13, but you know, you get the gist of it. Like I said earlier, say it once and I say it again. You get the gist of it. Yeah, anyways, I see people are just selling stuff, and selling tier 2 carrot home for 3.5 mil. That used to be like 2 mil. Everyone's selling their farming stuff. It's so bad. I mean, hang on, let me look at my, what's it? Mining fortune, foraging fortune. And farming, my farming fortune is trash. And I even have this. And none of the fortunes works. And Jacob's ticket events have also been nerfed, so farming not worth it. And they just need to revert what they did. I mean, it's supposed to be a democracy, I think they said. So, yeah, that's what I need to do. Anyway, I'm going to go follow the Lapis Nons once I say my outro. Anyway, that's really it. I mean, this is why I haven't really uploaded now. I haven't uploaded because, you know, school started again, but not in real life. It was online, and that's basically it, because they gave us like a ton of homework. They gave us literally a metal ton of homework, like an anvil. But yeah, content updates is different. This is just like how to make past updates good and how to make current things good type of video. I know, you'll see the title, you'll click it and read it. And yeah, join my Discord because we're really close to 80 members. We're at 78 and I will be really pog. And as as Duo MC said, this is a gluten-free video. And yeah, I hate gluten. Goodbye.